continuation of this verse. Sorry for the break. The Prabhupada says we should not have the intention or have the desire to bring a Lord into Lord into our place. Instead of that, we should try to go back home, back to God. That's what Prabhupada says. So, nor can we artificially imitate the severe penances Vasudeva and Devaki performed thousands 7 years in the previous births, as Sutapa and Prishni. So, Vasudeva and Devaki performed thousands of heavenly years in the previous birth as Sutapa and Prishni to get Krishna as their child, to get Krishna as their son. In this connection, Srila Prabhupada states, if you want to get the Supreme Personality of Godhead to become one of us in this material world, this requires great penance. But if you want to go back to Krishna, we need to understand Him and love Him. So instead of, that's what Prabhupada is mentioning here, that we should try to go back to Krishna. So if you want to try to go back to Krishna, we should follow the verse Tyaktva Deham Punarjanmanaiti Mameti Suarjuna. Means we need only to understand Krishna and to love Him. So Krishna Prem is the highest. So through love only we can very easily come back to God. Srila Prabhupada goes on to explain Chaitanya Mahaprabhu freely bestows the benediction of love Krishna, which allows one to return. So there is only one password in this material world, to go back to Krishna is the only master key. So if you have that master key, we can open that lock. Inside the lock it is there, the chanting of the holy names of the Lord. The Kali Yuga Dharma, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. If one chants this mantra every day, minimum 16 rounds, by avoiding 10 offenses as mentioned in Padma Purana, definitely one can go back home, back to Godhead. So Srila Prabhupada concludes, therefore one need to undergo severe penances for many thousands of years. One need only learn how to love Krishna and be always engaged in the service. So here Prabhupada says that there is no need to do severe penances as Sutapa and Vrishni did. Just we need to love Krishna always in our everyday activities. So every second should not be passed without remembering Krishna, without glorifying Krishna, without praising Krishna, without hearing about Krishna's pastimes, without discussing about Krishna's leelas. So there should not be a day, there should not be a second, there should not be a moment without Krishna. So the only thing is we have to love Krishna. We have to be always learn how to love Krishna and always engage in the service of Krishna. Sevan mukhi jihvado swayam eva smriti ado. Then one can easily go back to Godhead. Although Vasudeva and Devaki desired that Krishna to become their son, it should be understood that they are devotees eternally situated in love of Krishna, as stated by the Lord Himself in Bhagavatam 10:339. Mohito Deva Maya. Vasudeva and Devaki, his pure devotees, were covered by his internal potency. In the 4th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam 4:1, the great sage Atri Muni prayed to the Lord, Prajam Atma Samam Makhyam Prachatu. Kindly be pleased to offer me a son exactly like you. Atri Muni said he wanted a son exactly like the Lord, and therefore he was not a pure devotee because he had a desire to be fulfilled. That desire was material. If he had desired Supreme Personality of Godhead as his child, he would have completely free of material desires because he would have wanted the Supreme Absolute Truth, but because he wanted a similar child, his desire was material. Thus, Atri Muni cannot be counted among pure devotees. So here, In the purport, they are comparing with Vasudeva Devaki and Atri Muni, because Vasudeva and Devaki, they are not ordinary souls at all. They are most exalted devotees and they are covered by internal potency, that is Yoga Maya. So, just to be a part of Krishna's pastimes, they have done that severe penances and to get Krishna as a son. But Atri Muni, but that is also a material desire. But they are all pure devotees of the Lord. They are eternally situated in the love of Krishna, as stated in Bhagavatam 10.3.39. Because they are also covered by internal potency, that is Yogamaya. But Atri Muni, as said in Srimad Bhagavatam, 4th canto 120, he prayed the Lord that he also wants Putram Atmasamam Mahyam Prayachatu. That means I want, oh my Lord, I want son like you. So, but that is also we should consider that as a material desire, because we should not bring Krishna here, or we should not have, we are not supposed to have that material desire. Instead, we should have the desire to go back, come back to God by loving Krishna internally from the core of the heart, from the bottom of the heart. So, Satrimuni cannot be counted as pure devotees. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Rama.